It's not that God doesn't want us to see him first. It's that he knows most people won't. He knows the ones he's created are drawn to what they can see, touch, chase, and prove. But all those things, status, relationship, money, success, they all eventually fall and fail. And when they do, when everything you've clung to falls apart, that's when God steps in. That's when his power hits different. That's when his majesty shows up, not in the spotlight, but in the ashes. And that's when people finally find him. Not because they were looking up, but because everything else brought them to their knees. This is a very important message. Very important message that I was thinking about today, because coming to this understanding of where we find God and how God reveals himself is not what a lot of people think. God reveals himself in the mystery. God shows himself in the unknown. The Bible even says that God's ways are mysterious, and they are. You know, and when it comes to revealing himself and showing us who he is, it's not in this big bang type of stuff. It's always in these small moments, these small areas, these small things that go on in our lives. And I think he does that because he knows when it comes to our belief, when it comes to the doubts that we have, our doubt is very, very big. It's bigger than what a lot of people like to admit that it is, but it's big. And God knows these things. God knows that before we go to him, we're going to go to Larry, Job, wherever the case is. We're going to go to this situation over here. We're going to rely on that over there. And then in the end, when all of that fails, God knows we're coming back to him. God knows that that's when we find him even more. If you listen to a lot of people's testimonies, you know, throughout these videos and stuff like that, which I love to hear, they always tell you where they found God the most. And all these testimonies are almost all the same. They find God or experience the power of God, his grace, his mercy, his love is always at the bottom. It's always when everything has failed. It's always when they're on their knees and everything that they have clung to just fails on them. But the one thing that will never fail, the one person, entity, whatever you want to call him, that will never fail, and that is the Most High, God Almighty. God bless, guys.